Hi folks, I just thought I'd do this little video really to try and talk to you about relationships, and just wondering if anyone else is kind of wondering to themselves these days, what does it mean to be in a relationship? What sort of relationship do they want? What sort of relationship don't they want? And really, are our attitudes and expectations changing? Is it all to do with ethics? Is this part of the ninth wave that we're in, or the 10th wave now, whatever wave we're in, to do with the end of the main calendar? Is it all about, what actually do we believe is the right way of going on? I think relationship expectations have changed, and what we actually demand in a relationship as well has changed. And when I say demand, that's a strong word. You might say, how can you demand anything in a relationship? Well, I tell you what, I know if I was in a relationship with someone, I would not appreciate at all them saying to me, what you're doing, where are you going, you can't be out this long, what time will you be back? I didn't like that feeling. In the past, if I was ever in any kind of situation with someone where they sort of like said to me, well, where are you going? What are you doing? Or you've been out so many times this week. I'm not going out clubbing or anything like that, but if you've got this to do that week, restriction of freedom. And I think all of us on here who, we've enjoyed so much, haven't we, sort of exploring what's going on in the world, watching other people's videos. I've learnt such a lot of fascinating things from watching YouTube videos. I don't think I could... It could actually restrict your consciousness, couldn't it? If you were with someone who sort of poo-pooed what you were doing, thought it was ridiculous, or just disapproved. You don't want that. The other thing is, is it more important to be on a real nice vibration with someone, a real mutual resonance of energies, even if they're not physically here in this present, in the present? Is that important? Long distance type relationships, is that more important than what I'm trying to say is, if you connected with somebody, even if they lived in a different country, you might only be able to meet up with them once a year. But if you knew that they were really there for you, is that more important than having somebody physically in the here and now who doesn't actually resonate with you very well? Well, then it comes down to, you've got to work out what you want from a relationship. Because if you want someone that, you can go for walks with us on a Sunday afternoon and snuggle up on the settee and watch a film with, or watch Country File with, or whatever, or do, someone to help you do the garden, or do that sort of thing, go to places, if you need that more, then you need that, don't you? But it's not always that easy to find someone. And I think as well, I've tried not to, is not to be... If you can keep yourself from stop feeling lonely, then you're not going to be needy, are you? I've tried to keep myself very busy with lots of single mates, and people on the same wavelength. Though I have had a situation whereby if you spend a lot of time with a single mate, then that single mate ends up with some partner or whatever and spends a lot of time with them. Then, ultimately this is the thing that's made me think, do you need someone physically here? Because if you've got some sort of long distance type situation with someone where you might think, oh, I don't need a relationship because I'm on some sort of mental vibration with them, but if actually all of a sudden, if all your actual mates here in the real physical, reality where we live, in your 20-mile radius, are suddenly with physical people in physical relationships, then all of a sudden you're a bit high and dry. I don't know, folks. I suspect it's all changed. I suspect that it'll all come out in the wash. But I know one thing. I think relationships have changed. In the olden days, relationships were quite stereotypical, weren't they? Women were expected to do the cooking, and men expected meals put in front of them, and you know, women expected men to do all the DIY. Maybe that's a good thing if you like that kind of thing. Maybe it is. I don't know, folks, what the answer is. So I'm afraid this video is not going to be about any answers. It's just really to sort of say, you know, are we all changing with this? Because when I look around, a lot of people do seem to be questioning this. And a lot of people who are with physical partners, this is another thing. Have you noticed? A lot of people who are with physical partners, most of the time, they moan about them. Oh, they did this or they did that or blah, blah, and blah, blah, and blah, blah. But actually, when it comes to a Sunday, which it is today, are most people at home with their partners having quiet days in, not being on their own, are they? Making YouTube videos at 1:15 in the morning. So, you know, anyway, there you go, folks. So, I hope you have a good week. I put my glasses on because last time I tried to sort it out my glasses, I ended up not recording it. Okay, thanks then. Bye.